Yo, 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 what is going on, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love? My name is Jamal Pope, aka J Phoenix, and this is going to be the July 2023 tarot reading for the Geminis. For the Geminis, the Kitsunes, the shapeshifters of the zodiac. This is going to be your tarot card reading for the month of July. Let's see what we have going on for you all this month, what you guys can expect to experience. Remember that this is a general reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising, or if you want to watch for your loved ones and all that sort of stuff too. I know people do that as well. So yeah, but like I said, this is a general reading, so take things with a grain of salt. Not everything on these readings will actually happen to you, but just some insight into the energies going on. So now, the main energy that you're going to be carrying from June into July is that of the Two of Pentacles. So there's definitely this element where you're balancing things, you're juggling things. You have like those ships in the background that are trying to make it over these waves and everything like that. So there's sort of this like wavy kind of energy, also this figure eight kind of energy too. So you're kind of bringing in this whole like you're balancing like these two different aspects, right? Maybe these the two sides of who you are, whatever like that, because are the twins and everything. But there's something that you're kind of bringing that you're kind of balancing. I'm hearing that it's something that I'm hearing that it's time for you to actually kind of like upgrade it. Like you've been like juggling and balancing the same things for like a while. So, but let's see what we have going on. So for that first week, hmm, Ten of Swords. Ouch. Yeah, some type of ending. Definitely here. Feeling defeated. You have all these freaking swords in your back. I don't know what's going on with that, Gemini. Going into that second week, though, we do have. Well, it seems like this is going to be short lived. I mean, you have the Emperor card literally right afterwards. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe the Ten of Swords is like a dream and you wake up from like this really bad dream. And you're like, oh crap, I dreamt that I got stabbed in the back and I died on the battlefield. And then here you are back on the throne and everything's all Gucci. You know what I mean? So maybe the Ten of Swords is almost sort of like a simulation, if you will. I'm not sure, but maybe those are the things that you're balancing. You're balancing this whole feeling of the defeat, and then you're balancing the whole thing of feeling powerful. It's kind of interesting. Now, going into that third week, we do have the Four of Cups in reverse. So you're being presented something right now, presented some great opportunity, some gift, something by the universe, and you're just sort of sitting there, just like, I wish it looked that way. I wonder what that person is doing. If I had it this way, it'd be better. The universe is literally giving you something really great, and you're not really seeing it. You're not really having it. You're brooding and stuff, despite the fact that you have a lot of power here. You know, this could have to do with well, Mars is going into your fourth house. So that could be part of this too, where like it's going into a house where it's all about the day to day reality and stuff, and then going into your fourth house, which is naturally ruled by the moon and Cancer energy. So there's this element where you're kind of brooding a little bit this month, Gemini. Like you're wanting to feel the power, you're wanting to feel like your uniqueness and kind of express that and be bold, but yeah, there's something that you're feeling stabbed in the back by something, and then now the universe is trying to give you something else, and you're like, I don't know about that. Now we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse for like that final week, the energy. You're wanting to kind of charge into something, and it's just like I think you got bad intel, Gemini, and maybe you got some bad intel. Maybe that's why the whole Ten of Swords thing happens. It's almost like you're kind of getting like it's almost like you're experiencing this month like backwards. It's like it felt like you got some bad intel and you charged into something, and then like the Four of Cups is like maybe it didn't turn out the way that you want to, and then you try and psych yourself up with that Emperor card, but then ultimately you just feel like you were just stabbed in the back and shit. So it's like there's sort of this element where it's like, I think Gemini just kind of need to like almost kind of slow down in a way. You know what I mean? There's a lot of, I mean, with the swords energy, with the Emperor here too, there's this element where it's like, I think you're trying to like balance this whole need to go out onto the battlefield of life, but also just like chill under the tree and ruminate. It's like he's trying to figure out how gravity works, and like God says like you already know how gravity works. Why are you worried? Why are you spending time thinking about things that have already been solved? you know. Um, Overall, though, we have the Six of Swords. This card keeps coming up for a lot of signs. So we have the Six of Swords um, upright. So very similar to Aquarius, Gemini. There's definitely this element where you do feel like you're kind of moving on from something. You're leaving something behind. You're ready to go forward and stuff. Um, I'm gonna draw another card. Just yeah, we have this. We have the Seven of Cups upright. So yeah, you definitely are feeling like you have some sort of choice right now in the matter. I think Aquarius also got this card upright. So Gemini, definitely get with your Aquariuses this month, and you're gonna be you're gonna be buddy buddy this month. So you're definitely feeling like you have like some awesome choices right now, but it starts off kind of weird. But I feel like that Ten of Swords being that it just moves from that to this powerful energy of the Emperor upright, and then you have the Four of Cups, and then the Knight, like there's sort of like this up and down kind of energy. It's like you're still carrying that Two of Pentacles energy, like where the ships are going up and down over the waves. Like if y'all look at this, y'all see in the background, like how they're going up and down over those waves. Like there's this element where it's like, yeah, you kind of feel like it's gonna be kind of like an up and down kind of month for you, you know, like you feel like you have like the choice, you feel like you want to move forward and stuff, you feel like when it comes to like intellectually trying to figure things out with that Knight of Swords, but it's reversed. It's like, are you getting bad intel? You know what I mean? Are you in the right thought paradigm to really manifest that life, you know, to really actually go and embark upon that journey? That's the thing that you're going to be asking yourself this month, Gemini. I'm gonna draw one more card as far as all that goes. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands also in reverse. So you got two knights in here, and they're both reversed. You got fire and you got air, both reversed. So I think Geminis might have gotten some bad intel and was acting upon something, and it didn't quite turn out the way that you wanted to, and you end up freaking like taking an L, taking an L on the battlefield. But it's almost like a simulation. It's almost like it's not actually like I'm saying like metaphorically, right? You're taking an L on the battlefield, but it's almost like a simulation. It's almost sort of like maybe you're playing like one of those like an MMORPG, or you're playing like a shooter or something like that, and you were told to go in this direction, and you got jumped, and then he's like, oh crap, well I guess it's back to the drawing board. I think Geminis are kind of going back to the drawing board. I think that's what this whole month is about. And like kind of going back to the drawing board, trying to figure out, it's like, okay, well, that didn't work out. So now what do I do? Right. When it comes to the fiery energy in your life, your creativity, your passions, your romantic life, we have the Four of Pentacles upright. I would say actually this is a great time to actually hold on to that energy. Hold on to your creativity. Hold on to the passion. Hold on, like if you are in a relationship right now, whether it's like a long-term relationship or whatever like that, this is, you're going to be kind of holding on to that right now. Maybe for dear life, maybe that's where you feel like your value is coming, is through the creativity and the way that you express yourself. When it comes to like the earthly energies, when it comes like your finances, your self-worth, your self-value, the way that you stay solid in your life, you have the Two of Swords in reverse. I mean, not reverse. You have the Two of Swords upright. I don't know why I said reverse, but you have the Two of Swords. Maybe you're feeling like it's reversed. Maybe you're feeling like you're stuck, and then you actually aren't really stuck. Maybe that's what it is. There's something that's kind of blocking you from really feeling and knowing your worth. No, there could be like there could be financially, there can be like maybe a bill, maybe you paid a bill and it didn't go through, and you have to like prove to like the bank or something like that you actually paid it and actually show that it came out. But then like maybe that company is saying that you didn't pay it, whatever like that. Maybe you get double charged and shit like that. Be on the lookout for weird discrepancies when it comes to like paying bills and finances and stuff, because there could be like some hangups as far as that goes. So just be on top of that sort of energy. Now, when it comes to the air energy, when it comes to like your communication, relationships, we do have the Sun card in reverse. This is not bad. This is one of like those cards where even when it's reversed, it's a good thing. It's just the Sun card in reverse is like, I think you may be take a page from Leo's book and just be you. I think Gemini, you may find yourself maybe trying to appease others by being something that Not so much that you're not, but just not the full version of who you are. So I think it's almost like maybe you're like afraid to actually really shine your light and stuff, but the sun's going to be going into your third house, which is you are the natural third house, Gemini. So with the sun going from your second into your third house, it's going to give you a bit of a power boost, but this is sort of like that thing where it's like I'm hearing to like just be yourself and don't really imitate other people, because I think sometimes Gemini can get into this thing where they start imitating other people and stuff like that, and it can be funny. You guys are kind of like, I know Gemini a lot of times wants to be taken seriously, but then y'all keep doing like these things and you act like comedians and everything like that. It's weird. He's like, y'all want to be taken seriously, but like at the same time, you guys joke about a lot of stuff too, right? So you try to make light of things. But that sun card in reverse being in the air, and when it comes to like communication and stuff like that, I'm just hearing it's like to really communicate your truth from like the depth, like from like your soul, from your spirit, and don't hide who you are. Don't dim your light. I think this is about not dimming your light when it comes to that sort of energy, in relationships and communication. Don't hold back. I think some of y'all Geminis may be holding back even, but please don't hold back. You guys are the truth teller for a reason. When it comes to like your emotions, you do have the Queen of Cups upright. Beautiful card to get right here. Beautiful card. There's definitely, at least from an emotional aspect, you can definitely feel some great healing. And I think that's because the sun is in your second house. So that's going to be kind of the interesting thing with Geminis, that Geminis are actually, you guys are going to be able to kind of get this moment a little bit better than a lot of other people, just because you also, Gemini, have this very unique ability to make light of situations, even situations that seem very, very serious and very, very dark. You guys have like this uncanny ability to kind of transmute and transform and kind of shapeshift that energy, and to kind of make light of it, and to see the value in the lessons that come from that, because you guys are a very curious sign. But the Queen of Cups here is saying that emotionally you're going to be in a good place this month. It's just, I think there's maybe a situation that might have happened, like I said, starting off with that Ten of Swords, where it's like you're kind of going back to the drawing board a bit, but it's sort of like that didn't quite work out. Well, all right, let's try again. Let's try it a different way. Because you did get that Seven of Cups. Maybe one of the cups that you chose in the past, you chose it, and then you play it out. You play out that simulation. You take off the freaking like the virtual reality helmet, and you're like, yeah, that didn't work out. It's kind of like it's like you're putting on a virtual reality helmet and you're asking, what would happen if I did this? And you put it on, and it plays out this whole thing. And you're taking it off, and you're like, yeah, that didn't go very well. That didn't go according to plan. Are you going to like over-identify with everything that happened in that simulation or that dream or that whatever that was shown to you? Or are you just going to be like, well, okay, that was interesting. Well, let's see what would happen if I did this instead. Or are you going to just keep yourself in that loop? I think it's like some of you guys may be keeping yourself in a feedback loop of something that you've already experienced and just something that you've already played out. You played it out, and it's like it's time for you to kind of let it go and to just do something different. Like, yeah. Overall, we do have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's no need for you to hold yourself back this month. There's no need for you to feel like you're trapped. With it being reversed too, it's like you're getting in your own. It's like you're getting in your own way in many ways, Gemini, for moving forward. And maybe you're having fun. Maybe it's like almost like a playground for you. Almost, it's like you might have taken a sort of negative situation and almost turned it into a playground. But it's like it's time for you to like really upgrade and realize that, hey man, just because you can have fun with the broken swing doesn't mean that you just keep the swing broken forever. Just because the slide burns you on the way down doesn't mean that you keep the slide like that. You can actually upgrade it. You don't have to always, it's good to make the best of a bad situation, but if you just keep staying in the bad situation and keep just making the best of it, you'll never progress and you'll never like evolve. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, that's really what it comes down to. I think it's like, value yourself more, give yourself more, upgrade, so Like some of you guys are like driving, like maybe spiritually, you're driving like a dilapidated car, and you figured it out. You figured out all the like the quirks of this car that you're driving, right? And it's like, you know, its quirks, you know how it works, you know that you have to fill up at a certain time, you know how to push and everything like that, and you have like some fun memories in that car and everything like that. And it serves you, and it's like it has like its own story. It has like its whole this whole thing to it. But it's time for you to upgrade and buy a new car. It's time for you to upgrade and buy a new car, Gemini. So now, when it comes to the planetary influence, the sign influence, or the element that you're going to be paying attention to most this month, Gemini. We have Taurus. There was another sign that got Taurus. I can't quite remember. I think it was Sagittarius actually that got Taurus. I think that's where it started off with. So yeah, you're definitely going to be paying attention to this 12th house energy, paying attention to Uranus, that's in your 12th house, Jupiter, that's in your 12th house, the North Node, that's leaving your 12th house, going into your 11th house. So that's a pretty major aspect. So just kind of paying attention to like those, like, it's interesting with Gemini that their 12th house, which is all about like spirituality, and the unseen is physical earth. So it's almost like this earth really is like your spiritual playground in many ways. So that's the interesting thing about it. That's why you guys get so curious and stuff like that. So definitely pay attention to the Taurus energy, pay attention to Uranus and Jupiter, and pay attention to when that moment when the North Node exits your sign, which will happen if you guys watch my my daily videos. I'm sure I will cover that too, but it will happen on, looks like it's July 17th. It's going to be the day when the South Node actually, the North Node goes back into Aries and the South Node goes into Libra, which is actually coming off of a new moon in your second house. And this Taurus is the natural second house. So there's definitely pay attention to July 17th. That's going to be a very important day for you, Gemini. So when it comes to the answer is simple oracle card for you, when it comes to the answer is simple, because oftentimes you like to complicate things. This card just flipped up. It says, listen to the music. Listen to the music. Maybe you're wanting to put on some good music, but like this, listen to the music, listen to what's coming, hear what's coming. You know what I mean? Take some time to chill out and relax and kind of tune out all of the other static that may be blocking you from hearing this symphony, this melody, right? That's playing, and it's been playing in the background, and maybe you're just trying to like eliminate this little thing and this little thing, so things can kind of come into focus, and you can actually hear it, and things can actually be clear. So yeah, listen to the music, slow down. I know Gemini, you like to move things quickly. You're very curious and everything like that too, but especially with the Taurus energy too here, slow it down. There's a lot of energy just in general of like slowing things down and just not getting super, super caught up in all these crazy aspects. That's like just in general for like everybody. But there's gonna be this element where it's like it's time to just kind of chill out, listen to the music, listen to the birds chirp, listen to the sounds of nature, and you'll be good to go, Gemini. You'll be good to go. I think actually, Gemini, you're probably gonna have one of the smoother months when it comes to July out of the signs, just because I feel like your natural tendency to just sort of like your natural mutable quality to just sort of like make light of things and sort of just like alchemize things with like your mind and stuff like that and make sense of things and whatever like that. I think it's really going to be very beneficial for you for this month. So yeah. That's going to do it for your July tarot reading, Gemini. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I definitely appreciate it. If you would like to learn how all of these transits are affecting you personally, you can book a reading with me over at my website, jfenixx.com. The link is in the description below. And I will see you all on the next video. Y'all take care. Peace. Sayonara. Stay blessed.